Gold Coast in 2012, and that was in the bowl semi-final, won by Spain to announce their arrival on the world stage. Never met here in Dubai. So look at the teams. Wales led by the very experienced Adam Thomas, allied to that of Rhys Shellad. The man who makes things happen is Lee Williams. The pace provided by young Chris Knight, and newcomer Ashley Evans joining Rhys Jones in the back line. Spain captained by Angel Lopez, not by Pablo Feijó on this occasion. Feijó has led Spain in the past, and Spain, having fought back from relegation in London last season, find themselves a core team on the circuit once again in 2013-2014.
Looking forward to this one win. Obviously, Wales wanting to get off the perfect possible start here in Dubai. But this Spanish side, I don't know. Something tells me they're improving. Obviously, a lot of debutants there within their starting lineup. And that's a good sign for the future.
Yeah, it certainly is. They were so disappointed to find themselves in the relegation battle at the end of last season. But they certainly have had their moments. They defeated Wales, as I say, in the Gold Coast in 2012. Wales in the unfamiliar colours of black and green on this occasion.
What's your views on the black and green as we look at the South African referee, Rashavenge? You're an old traditionalist, though, aren't you?
It's what you got under the shirt that counts, Willie.
Oh, okay.
Look beyond the shirt. Rashavenge is the referee from South Africa. Always plays the game with a smile on his face, does referee Rasta Rasavenge. So Spain will kick off from right to left in this match. Wales looking to get their campaign off to a solid start here in the bright sunshine of Dubai. Lee Williams, a quick offload into Rhys Jones, one of the more experienced players in this Wales squad, looking to get Wales onto the front foot. Adam Thomas to James Davies, was certainly impressed on his first outing in the Wales shirt last season. A rare mistake there from Rhys Shellad.
It wasn't Shellard's fault either. He's supporting Movember. It's a good-looking Mo that he's got there, but that pass there from Davies was way too high.
Yeah, and doing Shelley a disservice.
This is the mark.
Pontypridd man with 37 tournaments to his credit. Nearest to camera, Pablo Feijó from the Bere Bere club in San Sebastian, the rugby stronghold in Spain. In go Wales, looking to win the turnover ball.
Yeah, Hernandez did very well there because he retreated and then he got to his feet. As we see, one of the more experienced players with ball in hand, Martin, but that's not a good pass.
Need chip through for Chris Knight to chase. Wales will get the scrum, and if Wales can get the ball to young Chris Knight, well, he's got the pace. And in the past we've said, you know, that Wales have lacked pace, but when Ashley Evans, a newcomer as well, he scored some crucial tries in Wales's campaign in the Under-20 World Cup in France during the summer, so they have got pace outside these days.
Yeah, I think we've been a bit harsh on some of the teams too. This is their first match on day one, and so there are going to be mistakes. They're forcing the issue, and that won't please coach Paul John.
Scooped out there by Lee Williams to Rhys Jones, and this is Ashley Evans getting his first taste of sevens rugby on the international stage. Davis to Williams again, spotting a half gap, perhaps almost up to the Spanish 22-metre line.
Number one, first arriving player.
First arriving player is the man penalised by Rasta Rasavenge. Oh, Thomas with the interception, and he'll stroll in for the opening score in this match. The ever alert Adam Thomas, the Wales captain, gets their campaign off to a good start.
His first 28th in his career. What I liked about it is that he seized the opportunity, been in the right place at the right time. That was the pass there thrown by Tudela, and he just popped it up. And that was the nice thing about it, is that once you pop it up, you've just got to retrieve it again, and he's done that. And finally, Wales have something to celebrate.
Rhys Jones in front of the posts. adds a simple conversion, and Wales lead Spain by 7 points to 0. 3 minutes into the first half. Wales reached the first ever final in 14 seasons in Hong Kong. They lost to Fiji by 26-19, having led by 19-0 at the break. Wales claiming the restart. Good work there. This is the elusive Chris Knight. Very quick into the breakdown area. That's where all the problems emanate from in sevens. Williams again out to Ashley Evans. Good recycling here by the Welsh. Jones taking the ball up to the Spanish defence. Knight makes the ball available. It's advantage.
Well, he went straight off his feet, says the referee. You've got to control your own body weight and more possession for Wales.
Yeah, Spain not back the mandatory 10 metres, so Rasta Rasavenga will bring them back. Quickly taken by Lee Williams to James Davis. Thomas looking for a second try, cuts back off his left foot. Good work here by Davis. Davis will get there. Good strength being shown by the young man from the Carmarthen Quins with the Scarlets outfit these days.
Well, he's strong, he's a big unit, and he knows how to finish. There's the captain who scored the first with the inside pass. Feiju couldn't stay contacted, and then he just fended off the last defender to get across the line.
Well, there's a lot of talk about this young man's brother, Willie. That's Jonathan Davis, the Scarlets captain, who'll be joining Clément Auvergne next season, the British Lion. This young man is certainly making a name for himself in the short court. That's James, brother of John, and that was Rhys, son of Kingsley, adding a second conversion, and Wales lead by 14-0. High hang restart. Ball hadn't travelled the 10 metres though.
Well, Spain have only completed 4 passes, so here's the 5th. That's why they trail by 14.
Francisco Hernandez takes it into contact.
Attacking entry, Roger.
Attacking entry, says Rasta Rasavenga. Paddy O'Brien keeping a close look, referee's manager, on all aspects of refereeing.
Yeah, a couple of changes this week as well with regards to the goal kicker. 30 seconds after the try has been scored. And I like what the referees have had to say about zero tolerance. If anybody throws the ball away, they'll spend a couple of minutes in the naughty boys chair.
Okay, 5, 6.
So under a minute to go in this first half. 2 converted tries to 0. That's Wales' lead. Ball's there. Tudela. That's Ignacio Martin. Spent some time in Fiji on various projects, but I think his main project was to gain sevens experience. Lee Williams is back there for Wales. That's confidence for you. And good communication between him and Chris Knight, but Knight is in danger of being isolated here. And Rasta Rasavenga steps in very quickly, holding on, and there should be a try here, surely, for Spain. The bounce is kind. No, they'll have to come back, and that's a let-off for Wales.
Well, it is for Wales, but the pass from Fernandez wasn't great. It was a matter of just drawing the last defender, and the pass was a shocker. There's no other way of explaining it there. Draw, pass, try time.
So we've arrived at the hooter, and it's a let-off for Wales. They need to win this scrum. Good, clean possession. Out it goes, as Rasta Rasavenga blows for half-time. It's a competent start by the Welsh. They've taken their tries well. A little opportunism perhaps from Adam Thomas for the first, but the second was certainly well taken. Good individual effort from young James Davis. 2 conversions from Rhys Jones, and Wales lead Spain by 14-0 at half-time. All the nations competing in Dubai, and there's a strong expat community here, of course. Wales not without their followers amongst the desert sands, and they will get to restart with a 2-score advantage, 14-0. Rhys Jones hoists the high kick, almost dropping onto the Spanish 22. It's an advantage here for Wales. You may have heard Rasta Wenger saying advantage over very quickly. The ball was nudged forward by Spain as Rhys Jones just puts a little kick through. Meant for Adam Thomas to chase. Looking to put pressure on Spain here. And Spain going off their feet. Thomas taken very quickly, has to be taken off the mark. So there are men out wide here. Lee Williams onto Rhys Shellad, and that's the simplest of tries for the youngster Chris Knight. Scored 4 tries on day one on the Gold Coast. That's his first this weekend, and a third for Wales at the top of the second half.
Yeah, good reward. Firstly, the awareness of where the players are, and then the accuracy of the passes. Look at that, they're crisp. Straight out to the winger, not even touched, was Chris Knight, and the young man's in for his first here in Dubai 2013.
Exciting prospect, young Chris Knight, now with the Scarlets region down in Llanelli. But full credit must go to the Llandovery RFC for bringing him along. It's a useful kick from Rhys Jones. Doesn't find the mark, but Wales have a healthy, if not a commanding lead. A minute and a half into the second half, they lead Spain by 19-0.
Problem for the Spanish is just when they're getting into positions of defence where they've got possession, they're throwing the ball to somebody in a worse position. And Ignacio Martin showed a classic example of that right down by his goal line.
Yeah, they put themselves under pressure, don't they? As they ring the changes here and bring on 2 replacements, and they are Gerardo de la Lania, and I think it's Igor Genua.
Okay, time back on.
Number 3 and number 11. So Wales, again, it's a high hanging kick, and Wales have done well at the restart. Jones asking questions, a change of direction. Knight has a little more work to do this time, but he's got pace though. Gets away from the first tackler. Oh, what a brilliant try for Chris Knight. It was a stroll in the park for his first effort, but he had a lot of work to do when he got the ball out wide on the right. But that's the pace, that's the confidence of young Chris Knight. Over for his second try, and Wales' fourth.
Well, it's all about possession and winning the kick-off. They get it back. Their coach, Paul John, had asked them to be patient. But boy, this young man, as soon as he spotted that there was a gap, he backed his pace. The fend was good, and then the finish was tremendous. Yeah, he's a class act.
It's a better kick from Rhys Jones. He got a marker a few minutes ago from Chris Knight's first try. And the good part about that is that Wales have kept their side of the score sheet clean. 26-0. On the all-time points list for Wales, well, Rhys Jones is out there on his own. Again, competing for the restart. And even when Spain do have possession, Wales are there in numbers to prevent anything from developing. James Davis didn't go forward. Adam Thomas waits for the cavalry to arrive in the form of Rhys Jones and James Davis, again looking to outmuscle the Spanish defence. Thomas, good interplay between him and Rhys Jones, 5 metres out from the Spanish try line. It's a penalty advantage once again for the Welsh. Quickly over. Lee Williams considers his options. The offload to the replacement, Jason Harris. Big, strong centre three-quarter, Williams! And that rounds it off for Wales midway through the second half, surely out over the 30-point mark. Much better performance from Wales in the second half. Paul John will be pleased with that, and it's a milestone in this young man's career. His 50th try for Wales, created by the replacement, Jason Harris.
Yeah, the thing I liked about this try was the patience that they showed. They moved the ball down one side, they held on to possession. Spain were guilty of not retaining their own body weight, so there was going to be a penalty. And once they got the opportunities, they got it out to that man there, Lee Williams.
Yeah, the man they call the brain in the Wales squad. A simple conversion effort from Rhys Jones. And it's an ever widening scoreline. Wales 33, Spain 0.
Well, look at the passes completed. 42-8. That's the reason why they lead by 33 points.
And Wales veering the restart, keeping it low. Rhys Jones did well to chase that restart. And here we have Sam Cross. The tackle is not completed. Davis to Alex Walker. Adam Field. And he is in support of Rhys Jones. The maul has developed, so they look to get the ball to ground rather than give away the scrum. Yeah, it had been called by Rasta Wenger.
A lot of lateral movement on that occasion from Wales, just going side to side. Somebody needed to come straight, and when they did, they ran into big Jake Carter, the number 5 for Spain, and he just wrapped them up. Did a magnificent job of getting the turnover there.
Yeah, visits to the opposition 22 from Wales 7, and they scored 5 tries. That's a pretty high percentage, isn't it? Success rate.
6, straight 9.
Carter recalled late into this Spanish squad. And can they break their duck before referee Rasta Wenger calls time? They've lost the opportunity to do so. It's advantage.
Well, I'm sure Wales will want to score their 6th try as well. And there are the errors that have been made. I know we're in the month of November, but some of these guys, geez, they look like boy bands when they arrived on the Gold Coast, and some of them now look a little bit like, yeah, exactly, Freddie Mercury, and we're going back to the 80s now, looking a bit like the old Village People.
Good advantage being played there by Rasta Wenger. This is Jason Harris out wide to Luke Morgan. And that is game, set and match for Wales. Luke Morgan, he's in the squad, replacing the speedster Alex Webber, who's injured on the Gold Coast. And this has been a brilliant second half performance.
Have a look at this. If you're watching and you're a young kid and you want to learn about rugby, have a look at this. He catches the ball and then he transfers it here. And then he's got that arm to fend and then the determination. That's brilliant camera work. And that's wonderful awareness by young Luke Morgan.
Never mind about the conversion attempt. That's the highest score of the day so far then. Wales with 6 tries have defeated Spain by 38 points to 0.
Well, Wales captain Adam Thomas. Adam, a solid start. Happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. No, we know it's a tough group. We haven't beat Spain in a long time. We've been a bit of thorn outside, so it's very pleasing. I think it's 40 or 38-0, so not to get tries against us is very pleasing going to the next game.
It wasn't bad on the Gold Coast, was it? What have you been working on since then?
No, it's just defence and our threes, contact areas. It's crucial in 7, so just trying to keep hold of that ball and not getting turned over really, because it costs us in the Gold Coast. So that was a good start now, and hopefully lead us into Scotland now.
Looking forward to that moustache coming off.
Can't wait. 2 days is coming off then.
Thanks.
Cheers out.